Wing clipping can be intimidating for chicken keepers, but depending on your birds and depending on your setup, it can be essential to both their welfare and security. In this video, we're going to tell you all about it. This is Sassy, one of our crested cream leg bars, and she is demonstrating why we have a problem and why we need to think about wing clipping. She's climbed up into the branches of one of our young plum trees. Now for this tree, it's not really a problem. It's a young tree, it's not very high, but she's grown in confidence and she's got higher and higher and higher in some of the bigger and older trees. Now that in itself again isn't too much of a problem until it gets to the point where she needs to get down to ground level, and when she does that she flies. And sometimes she's ended up outside of our electric poultry fencing, which means she's at danger from predators. And this is our electric poultry netting. It's about 1 metre high, but it goes all the way around the orchard. We have got lots of this. And why is it so important? Well, we do have foxes, badgers and even cats over time looking at our tiny chicks, looking at our chickens, and we've seen them test this fence trying to get in, but they've not yet managed it. So Sassy knows when she's on the outside, when she happens to fly down accidentally, that she's not safe out there, and she runs up and down getting very, very upset until I come and actually get her and pop her back inside. Now that can take a little bit of time, so the best thing that we can do is clip her wings so she can't actually get up the tree in the first place and then fly outside. So let's have a look at how we do it. We're going to demonstrate the technique for wing clipping on this young cockerel. And why are we doing that? Well, he is actually flying quite high, so that's one problem. But he's also got big wings, so we should be able to demonstrate and you can see exactly what we're doing. Now, the common misconception for clipping wings is that you clip the wings on both sides. But actually what we're trying to do is unbalance them. If you clip the wings on both sides, they actually can still adjust themselves and fly quite high. But going for one side only is much more difficult for them to gain that balance and gain height. And what we're trying to do is cut the flight feathers only. And why are we doing that? Well, it doesn't hurt them. It's just like cutting human hair. This is the young cockerel's wing feathers, and as you can see, he's got these feathers at the end, which I'm calling flight feathers, but actually I think the technical name is primary feathers, and these are the ones we're going to cut. Now the line to actually cut them on is just below these feathers, so you can't cut beyond, but it does give you a beautiful guideline to actually put your scissors against. I'm going to use a really sharp pair of surgical scissors to cut along the guideline, because that means the process is going to be really quick and easy. I'm just going to neaten up the feathers which are sticking out. Don't really need to do it, it's just for cosmetic aesthetics. So this large cherry tree is no longer going to be a problem for us, with the youngsters climbing really high and then flying in a way that means they're outside the electric fence when they land on the ground. And that is going to be far, far safer for them over time. And I hope you've seen that clipping wings is actually a very straightforward, safe process, providing you follow those instructions. If you have liked this content, take a moment and give us a thumbs up down below. If you're not already a subscriber to the channel, hit subscribe and that bell icon and you'll be notified every time a brand new video goes live, and that is a completely free service. If you've got a question for us that we haven't answered in this video, pop it in the comments down below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. But for now, thanks for watching and we look forward to seeing you next time.